here's a technique that you can use. You can do this on a whiteboard. You can also do this in Teammate. The idea of a Kanban board is just a simple way of visualizing workflow. You create a set of columns, and then the idea is that work moves from left to right across those. The work shows up on post-its or virtual cards. When you start an audit, each one of those different colored cards, and the different colors might mean different scope areas, each have a bite-sized piece of work that you need to do on that card. When you plan a sprint, the team decides what pieces of work are going to go into the sprint backlog. By the way, that team backlog is prioritized from top to bottom. That's one of the roles of the product owner, is to say what is the most important stuff we should do. The team might decide, you know what, the way that the next 2 weeks are shaping up, that thing that was the most important, that pinkish box up there at the top, doesn't actually make sense for us to work on that because the stakeholder's not available. So we're going to bite off these other chunks of work. Then day by day, as you go throughout the audit, you give a readout on what's in progress and what's, or what might be, if we go forward to another day, what might be blocked. What do I need help resolving? The way this differs from a typical audit is that typically at the beginning of an audit, the team would send out a data request for everything, for every single one of these cards, and then move everything through in progress all at once. But when you have multiple things in progress, neuroscientists call it context switching. When you put one thing down and you pick up another thing, your brain is taking time to transition from one task to another, and you lose productivity to a thing called context switching. Now, the reality is you can't single thread everything, but if you have a bias towards finishing something versus starting something else, science tells us you'll actually get more done. As you move throughout the audit, you are communicating to your teammates, the team leader, what's in review, what's done, what's blocked, what's in progress, and so forth. And then as you get towards the end of the sprint, you might end up with something that looks like this. Might not get everything done. That's okay. You get to the sprint retrospective, and you think about how can we do better in the next sprint.